evolution of sound.
Beep beep, what's up ninjas? Today's topic of discussion, the sub sweet spot. What does this mean? This means that where are we going to place a sub to get the most effective sub out of this? So in this video, you're going to learn where to do this, how to find it. You're also going to learn what to do if you have a sub playing with a melody that goes too low. You know, it sounds good on your top layer, but your sub loses power. We're going to talk what you can do in these steps. So if you guys are ready, let's begin. The first thing I want to discuss is the sub sweet spot. It's going to be where you're going to place your sub. Now, it's all going to have to do with your key. We can't just be like, oh, the top melody is playing A and G is where the sub is at its most powerful. So I'm going to go with G and then have A on top. No, it needs to be in the same key. And if your melody, your top bass layer has a melody going to it, like in this instance, we have this top bass here, then the sub has to follow it just to kind of give it some nice correlation. Now, if I were to leave the sub in the same G, it would sound very stagnant and the sub wouldn't have any life. So we need to follow it. Now, the problem that comes is, let's say, you know, we're in the key of G. Now, a lot of people would think this is the right place to put the sub. Now, that is the wrong spot. Even though we can hear the sub, we can't really feel it at much. The most effective way to find the sub sweet spot here is going to be to go down an octave, play it. Okay, it sounds really good there. Go down one more octave. And if this, you know, octave sucks, like you can barely hear the sub, it sounds distorted, there's no feeling, then you go up an octave and that is your sub sweet spot. Now, let's say that you're not in the key of G. Let's say you're in the key of D, one of the worst keys, you know, to have when it comes to having a sub, for the reason that if you go low, you kind of have that feeling, but it's kind of already at that point where it's about to fucking distort. What do you do here? Well, since here you can kind of see it's distorting, the only thing we can do is put it up an octave. Now, there's going to be those instances where, let's say you have a key of a G. And then your melody likes to go down here to the D. What do you do then? Well, let's kind of just implement that. Let's say it goes F, then we go to D sharp, and then we go down to the D. There's a lot of D in this video, but let's say, you know, let's say this happens here. You know, it's losing a lot of power. Okay, one of the few things you can do, guys, is going to be that the moment we go down here, you know, the mid bass, the top bass are gonna have to carry the track. What that means is in these split seconds, we're gonna have to have that the top bass, the mid bass just be fucking loud. So how do we do that? Easily just, you know, compress your top bass, have a really good top layer and a mid layer for this. However, there is a fix and it's gonna be an iffy one, but you can always put these up octaves, and this is kind of gonna be like, Several, I don't do that, I think it sucks, and some people are gonna be like, I do that. Now, I personally do it, and this is not like a fix for all. It really depends on your song. You know, it depends, just because let's say that, you know, it just doesn't sound good. Well, then you're going to have to stick down there, and that's the problem. But a lot of the times that's what you need to do. So how do you fix that? You just put it up an octave, and it's that simple, guys. That's how you find your sub sweet spot. Let's get the old MIDI back here. And that's going to be it for the sub. Now, if you guys have any questions relating to sidechain, my next video in a couple of hours is probably going to be on how much to sidechain. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys next time, ninjas. Take care and have an amazing day.